Hello, everybody. I'm Harri Valpola from the Curious AI company. I'm the CEO and founder, and I'm going to explain to you what they put in the water here in Helsinki, because we have quite a nice history of artificial intelligence. Not many people know about it. Something like 50 years ago, Hubel and Wiesel discovered in the brain of the cat how the visual representations are encoded, that there's a hierarchy of representations. And that was the starting point of deep learning. Nowadays, almost all deep learning that's making an impact is based on supervised deep learning. And it's very much different from the way the brain learns, although it produces the same kind of representations in the end. So the structures that are learned look very much like what the brain is doing, but learning is completely different. So what difference does that make? It means that previously there were lots of engineering teams that were building machine vision systems and speech recognition systems and so on. And now those have been replaced by deep learning and labeling. Depending on the problem, labeling can still be really expensive. So if you, for instance, have medical images, you need well-paid medical doctors to do all the labeling for you. The system is not able to learn anything unless it's specifically told the correct answers for each and every image. Unsupervised learning is the way our brains work, mostly. So yes, we did go to school. We were given some instruction, but mostly we were just playing around with the other kids. This is what we would like to replicate. This is what everybody is after. In Helsinki, we have very long tradition of unsupervised learning. We have historically the strongest unsupervised learning researchers. That's because of pioneering work of Professor Kohonen. He started already in the 70s, more than 4 decades ago. And this type of learning is very much inspired by the brain. We also in Helsinki have had good luck to have brilliant neuroscientists like Harri. And this is the type of work that will crack how the brain works. So understanding the brain requires somebody to try to build the brain. The Curious AI company continues this tradition. We are founded 2 months ago, so we are a very new company, but I personally have a history of more than 2 decades of learning, unsupervised learning research. I will give you a simple example of what unsupervised learning can do. Here is an example of a well-known classical dataset, handwritten digits, so-called MNIST dataset. It has something like 50,000 labeled samples of handwritten digits. If you look at those digits, you can see that, yeah, most of them are very clear, but some of them are really messy. It's difficult even for humans to tell what they are. This picture contains 100 sample images. Keep in mind that 100. The dataset contains lots and lots of labeled samples. So here, every pixel corresponds to one labeled image. If we use current supervised deep learning systems, state-of-the-art, and use 40,000 labeled samples, we get something like 1% error rate. It's really good. I mean, it's difficult even for humans to get to that level. However, if we apply our unsupervised learning techniques, these are new results just a few months ago. We use only 100 labeled samples. So 0.25% of the labels only. On top of that, we use unlabeled samples. So we just take a lot of images without telling the system what they are. So that's the gray area. We get the same result. So that's really a game-changing system. instead of having to label everything, you can just take a few labeled samples and a lot of unlabeled samples. The future of AI, I believe, is going to be curious. What we can do with these technologies is, for instance, advanced driver assistance systems. You can put video cameras in cars. They can record thousands of hours of video. And then you have a team of people labeling some of them. And you can basically get the same results as if you would have labeled each and every frame. So this is going to be important. This can be used for video analysis, robotics, virtual assistants. We're not going to stop with semi-supervised learning. We are going to move to segmentation and many other things. But this is the kind of tradition that is fueling artificial intelligence research in Helsinki. Thank you.